Hi guys, welcome back to Harry Makes Up. I'm here today with my lovely model and good friend Stacey. She has been on Harry Makes Up before, haven't you, Stacey? Yeah. We'll link the video that we did together as well, which was the Rosie Huntington Whiteley look as well, which was a nice red carpet look. So I will link that below so you can also see Stacey in modelling action there. The video we're going to do today is kind of inspired, ready for New Year's Eve parties and keeping on with the kind of party season theme. So we'll be doing a couple of different looks to give you guys a few ideas of how you can wear your evening makeup. So the first lip we're going to start with is a really nice vibrant bold pink lip, and I think anything that's kind of like a really nice bold pink works really nice with a kind of subtle gold undertone in the eye. So I'm going to take a little bit of Woodwinked by MAC, which looks more brown in the pan, but it does come out with a little bit of a gold sheen. So I'm just going to sweep that over the eye first with a MAC 217. This almost has like a two-tone effect in it, which is really nice, so you almost get the impression that you've got like a natural shadow into the crease when you wear this kind of colour. And I'm just taking a clean brush and I'm just going to buff those edges through. I've already done Stacey's skin and her brows just to give a little bit more speeded up version for this video, guys, so you can see each look quite nice and quick. So next I'm going to take a bit of the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil. This is a gorgeous colour, this is Smog, and it's a really beautiful kind of goldy brown, so I'm just going to put a little bit of that under the lash line. So if you look up for me, Stacey. Just a little bit, a few little dots, and I'm just going to take a small pencil brush just to blend that in. This is the Zoever one. I'm just going to run that along the top lash line just to make sure there's no skin showing along the lash line. So I'm going to take RMK lash curlers, if you look right down for me, Stacey, and I'm just going to give the lashes a good curl. So then I'm going to take Max Factor Masterpiece Max Mascara, which I really like. I think it's nice for definition. Look down for me, Stacey, and you can still build quite good layers with this as well, and just wriggle it into the bottom of the roots of the lash. So I'm just putting a little bit of mascara on the bottom lashes as well, and I think this is why you don't need too much kind of eyeshadow underneath the lashes. So that's your eyes pretty much done, but now we come to the big full-on statement lip, and I've decided to go for the Babydoll YSL. This is the Kiss and Blush, which is kind of a blusher and a lip in one. Personally, I find them better as lipsticks rather than the cheeks. I think you have to work very, very quick if you are using them on the cheek. So I'm just going to use this. This is the shade number 1. It's a gorgeous fuchsia pink, which with this kind of eye is going to really pop and look beautiful. So you get kind of a doe foot applicator. I'm going to pop this over Stacey's lip. And it's kind of like a liquid lipstick. I think there's a lot of these kind of liquid lipsticks around at the moment. And it's such a quick look. So for blush, I'm just going to add a very, very tiny amount, and I'm going to use Orgasm by Nars, which I find is such a good universal kind of warming shade. So I'm just going to take a bit on a Bobbi Brown sheer powder brush, just a little bit, and I'm just going to dust that kind of through the cheeks, but really, really gently. So like I said, with this lip, you don't want the blusher to kind of fight anything. So I'm just adding a really small amount. So that's the finished look for look number 1. So we'll now go on to show you how you could do another lip variation, which I think is also kind of really perfect for autumn, winter and very on trend right now, which is the berry lip. So guys, we're on to look 2, and for this one I'm going to go for a deep kind of glossy dark berry lip, but I think it's very kind of vampy, this look as well, and it is quite nice for a party. And I'm going to add a little bit of this OCC. This is one of their kind of loose pigments, which is more of like a kind of brass tone, which will look really gorgeous with this lip. So I'm going to do the eye first actually. The one thing that's great about these is they are really long lasting though, and this colour is called Brasstacks. So I'm going to go back in with the 217 I had earlier for the eyes. And I am going to take a tissue just in case any of this spills down the skin. So I'm just going to pop this, and you see it's like a really gorgeous kind of shimmery, antique-y sort of bronzy gold. And this is just going to attach to kind of the eyeshadow we already did, so we're just kind of making it a little bit more intense really. And then again with your cleaner brush, I'm just going to soften that line out a bit, but there is definitely a kind of party feel to this eye now. And it's really beautiful. Whatever your skin tone as well, I think golds always look really, really beautiful. So I'm going to use 2 products to create this lip. The first one is by Maybelline, and it's their Colour Drama pencil, which is like a really lovely kind of moisturising satin pencil. So this is a good way to kind of get your lip and liner in one. And then on top, we're going to use a gorgeous colour by Nars. This is one of their lip glosses, and it's a really, really deep kind of burgundy shade. So I'm going to start with this Maybelline colour. And I'm just going to start again. I'm going to put gloss over the top anyway, so don't worry if your lip balm's still on. But I'm going to kind of use this to line a little bit as well with the lips and just give a deeper kind of berry colour underneath. I'm just using my finger really just to kind of push that into the lip. But it's so lovely with this gold. And then just blot that for me, Stacey. So if you do a good blot, then you can kind of see the stain as it comes through. So that colour on its own is really, really beautiful, but I think as well, because we've got a bit of lip balm underneath, it's still quite glossy looking, whereas you can get this really, really matte and beautifully satin looking. But I think the finishing touch is what makes this look really, really special. And this is called, I did read it earlier, but I can't remember what it was called, so it's so tiny. I think it was Rouge Trial or Rouge Trail. I'll write it in the description box anyway, as always. But this is such a gorgeous, like deep dark lacquer. Think kind of Tom Ford makeup campaigns. And this is just going to give such a deep kind of burgundy wine finish, but with a really nice high gloss shine. And if you close your lips while you do this bit, it makes it a little bit easier for you just to see where you need the pigment. I'm just going into the inner corner of the lips, just so everything's really perfect looking. The lashes I've got are the Eyelure ones, and these are the Texture 117, which if I hold them close in, I'll zoom in on these, you get an extra glued band as well, so you can reuse them, which is such a great idea. So I'm just gonna take them off from the band that's already got the glue on. So this is the first time I've used pre-glued lashes, guys, but I definitely felt they're a really good idea, and it was something I've wanted to try out for a long time, because I think the idea, I love how unmessy it is. It's a great idea in that you can just pop them on and then you're kind of good to go. So that's with the lashes, guys, as well. So you can have a little see with the pre-glued lashes as another option if you wanted to amp the look up a little bit more. So we're back with our third look now, and we've got our lovely pinky stained lips again from our lip gloss. Like I said, guys, you could just, if you wanted to get rid of kind of the rosy stain, you could just go with a little bit of foundation and blend that into your lip balm. But I'm going to go onto the eyes and worry about the lips later. So I thought I would show you a really nice way to do kind of a nice party eye using kind of purple tones. So I've got this gorgeous crayon by Barry M, two products actually by Barry M that I've really enjoyed using. And this is their eyeshadow pencil, the waterproof, smooth and long wearing. So great again if you're partying all night, and I think these are really easy to apply and great for touch-ups. So I'm going to take another MAC 217. If you close your eyes for me, Stacey, I'm going to start popping that all over the lid just to build a nice eyeshadow base. So again, you don't have to be too perfect with your application. And then I'm going to take the 217 and just start buffing that in. So it does kind of set quite quickly, so you'll have to work with this quite fast, but I do think you can build it, which is really, really nice. And then I'm going to go and keep most of the concentration of the pigment near the lash line. So you can see it's a really, really beautiful kind of jewel tone purple. And I'm also going to take that under the eye as well. So if you look up for me, Stacey, so I'm just going to pop that along the lash line as well on the bottom. And again, just smudge that with your 217. So I'm going to take a bit of MAC Parfait Armour just to kind of blend that through the socket, just to bring out the purpley tones. So I'm going back in with the 217 I used earlier. And if you look down for me, Stacey, I'm just going to take that a little, and it's a little bit more kind of blue purple, but it's a really, really pretty tone just to soften and kind of haze out that eye a little bit more. And just keep taking it from the back of your hand and just warm it through. And on a pencil brush, you can take a little bit of that underneath the eye as well. So if you look up for me, Stacey, just kind of join that through. So keeping with the purple theme, we are going to go with a bit of Clarins Crayon Kohl, and this is an Intense Violet 05, which is kind of like a beautiful kind of dark purple, but it's really, really nice. It's still got quite a dark tone. So if you look up for me, Stacey, I'm going to put that into the waterline just to give a bit more depth. So we start to make this a really beautiful smoky eye. So one more product by Barry M, and this is a really, really gorgeous kind of waterproof liner, and this is in bold purple, and it's got kind of a glitter finish to it, but the pigment is super, super strong. I'm going to run this liner across the top line. So instead of black, instead of a different colour, and you can see the power that gives. It's such an intense, almost like a glittery liner. So open for me, Stacey. And then if you look into the camera, you really pick up that purple then, and it's just a gorgeous kind of sparkle. So I'm going to use for the lips a really beautiful nude colour. This is by Burberry. No surprise, it's their Nude Peach Lip Mist, which I always come back to time and time again. And I think looks gorgeous with a purple lip. So it's nice because Stacey's still got a bit of pink in her lip, because I was going to use a more pinky nude, but I think I'm just going to work with the stain that's already there. So I think that's a nice lip. It's kind of got the right amount of pink and nude in it, but it still doesn't kind of wash out the face. And so that's the third look, guys. So we've just added a bit more mascara, the nude lip, and I think it's all about the eyes on this. So it's really beautiful, and I think this is also perfect for the party season. So for the fourth and final look, guys, I'm going to use one of the Chanel Illusion d'Ombre. I think, again, these are a beautiful cream to powder finish, really long lasting, and I'm going to go black and full out smoky now. This is Mirifique 85. And I'm going to go in again with the MAC 217. Now, I'm not going to take Stacey's eyes off because literally I almost want the purple haze still around the black a little bit. But obviously, if you were to go just straight in with this, just put a bit more black Kohl into the lash line route, and it will be fine. So I'm just going to go over. If you close me, Stacey. So I'm just going to start building this up, and there's a really nice shimmer in this, which for me personally I find is really nice for kind of a party eye, and it's not going to be really messy or drop down, and you can really layer these, which is what I love about them. And just keep blending that through with a cleaner brush and blend it out to kind of a soft wing shape. Going under the eye as well with that. So I'm also going to add a flick actually into this eye makeup. So I'm taking the Supercat, this is the Soap and Glory eyeliner. And close on. So I'm going to just lean that along the top of the eye, and I'm just going to do a nice big black flick on top of this makeup, because rather than smudge Kohl into the lash line, I feel like I want a flick for this. But I'm just taking that flick a little bit in towards where the kind of winged part of the eye is, but I think that will give a really nice kick to the eye look. So if you open and look down for me, Stacey, I'm just gonna extend that flick out a little bit, and I think that gives a really nice kind of party feel. And I'm just gonna thicken that up. And that is the fourth and final look, guys. So hopefully there's something in this video for everyone. You can obviously do kind of dress down versions of these looks. All we did to add to the eye on top of the Chanel Illusion d'Ombre was some more black Kohl in the inside of the eye, and then we did the flick on top with the Soap and Glory pen. So it's a really nice vamped up smoky eye. I actually quite like the purple underneath it. If you were going to start with the black first, you could just go over with a soft 217 brush and just add a bit of the purple into the crease, and you would get the same effect. So I hope that was helpful, guys. Have a really wonderful new year, wherever you're going, whatever you're doing, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Please subscribe and like, and I'll see you soon. Bye!